Ahoy there, skippers, and welcome back to another episode of Sub Sunday, the day where we play Cold Waters. And we are continuing with our anachronistic campaign of HMS Dreadnought as we continue to patrol the North Atlantic to hunt down them enemy Commies submarines. Our current mission is to go after an enemy tender fleet, which is left from Murmansk and heading to the Greenland Sea. With any luck, we'll find him, we'll kill him, and they won't kill us. Although, you never really quite know. So we need to head well north, because we're going up to the Greenland Sea. Because they're coming from Murmansk, so they'll be doing sort of a up like that. So if we avoid this submarine... Yeah, there they are. That's got to be them right there. And air recon, show me something. There they are. We're going to sneak on up to them. Oh, nope, never mind. We've been detected. We had a satellite fly right over us. We've been detected. So let's close to there and rock and roll.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Because we were moving at maximum speed. Well, not maximum. We were heading at pretty fast rate. Wow! Talk about deep. What is our conditions right now? We're looking at basically infinite depth. We're at 600 feet right now, and let's head up to... Well, do we detect anything? No, not as of right now. And I wasn't paying quite enough attention to figure out where they were coming from. There's a weak layer and a very weak duct, so things are not going to be carrying out too much. So let's head on up
Make depth
for periscope depth.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Bearing 5. Alrighty. Current bearing is...
Con, sonar,
and they're
contact
pinging.
Bearing
2 contacts.
005. Designated Sierra 2.
Okay, so let's take a look at Sierra 1. We're getting some pretty good readings on this guy. He's probably not going to be a submarine. Oh, there appears to be a lot more stuff now. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention last time, and there was all that stuff. So, do we have it? No, not quite. It's not matching up on the higher frequencies. That, however, does.
Con, sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as escort.
Okay, so we got an escort, and then we've got this, which is just 3 very solid lines. It does match up pretty good. We're not getting the high bands yet, but...
Con, sonar, lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 0.
She's definitely
0,
a merchant
3,
man.
Contact faded.
We don't have anything as of yet for really solid information on them. We're going to have to wait until we get the high frequency data in. Because anything before that is just not reliable enough. I'm going to guess it's going to be an alligator, though. I mean, these 3 match up perfectly. I'm assuming we'll get one streak down here and one stream down here. Woo! Letting the automatic take care of that is always a little bit nerve-wracking. But it does a good job. I mean, we've seen in the last episode, it handles things without much trouble. So we've lost Sierra 1. But we are still detecting Sierra 2. We don't have a course or anything. We are estimating 27,000 yard range. And coming up to periscope depth.
Con, sonar, new contact bearing 3-5.
Okay,
2,
you need to get
designated Sierra
down.
3.
Let's run straight and level here. Because I don't think we can make it to 4. Is the sail enough? It's got to be close. I'm going to manually control it up to 50 feet. Oh, we are so close to approaching. Alrighty, let's
Raise
ESM
the
mast.
ESM mast.
See what we can detect.
Lower the ESM
We're in
mast.
detection threshold, so they are relatively close. New contact for Sierra 3. Still not getting a lot of information on the high bands for this one. Well, let's take a look at Sierra 3. What do we got for him? Oh, that was it. Oh, not quite. It's close to being him. No, it's not quite lined up. Gotcha.
Con, sonar, Sierra 3 is classified as escort.
Okay, so we've got a Riga, we've got a Kanan. We still know what this one is. The Riga is pinging away. However, it can't tell where we are at all. So let's go
Up scope.
up scope. We'll take a look. I don't see anything. Oh, we got the Riga.
Con sonar, master 2
And an Ergo.
is classified as merchant.
Down scope.
Okay, we got a good view on all 3 targets.
Con sonar lost contact. Master
We're not
1,
hearing the
last
Canaan.
bearing
That's
3,
odd.
5, 9.
But we do have the
Contact
Erga. So the Riga is... Let's see if I remember my buttons right. There we go. So this is the Riga steaming away. This is the Erga. This is our main target. We must find him and kill him. He's making 14 knots. He's doing 311.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 2, last bearing 0.
Master 2 was the
0,
Erga.
0. Contact faded.
So if we want these guys, we're going to have to speed up. What was the range on that? 14,000 yards? May as well. Not that torpedo. That's an awful torpedo. So we're going to fire some torpedoes into this group. We're going to run on the surface. We're going to run in a zigzag search when... Oh, he can't. So we'll run in a straight search once you finally get there.
Shoot 2-2. Aye, sir.
And we'll try and keep him on the line. I don't know how many we can control at one time. We may end up retargeting this for the Canaan.
Up scope.
So I'm going to check right now. Periscope. And looking around. We'll be over here. Yeah, we got the Canaan back.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 1, last bearing 3, 5, 8. Contact faded.
358, it'll be right there.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 2.
Down scope.
Con
We've
sonar
launched our
lost
torpedo
contact.
pretty much directly
Master
at the Riga.
1, last bearing 3, 5, 8. Contact faded.
So the Canaan's on the other side. And I think the Riga's going to be turning it to take a look at us. I'm fairly certain he got a whiff of us. We'll continue our slow steam. I do want this Erga though. So I may repurpose the torpedo to go after him. It's running for 43 minutes and it's steaming pretty fast. So it should be able to reach the enemy. Yeah, he's slowing and turning. What are you looking at, friend? What do you see? Looks like he's all but stopped. Yeah, he's making 6 knots. I'm not quite sure what his plan is. We don't have a whole lot of options this close to the surface, but I kind of want to do beware if the Riga starts firing depth charges. Which I believe these would be. And that's his torpedo launcher right there. He's also got a host of, 5-inch naval guns and that sort of thing. Wow, the seas are pretty rough for him. Constantly having to go decks awash. Should have picked a ship that could sink. If we sink these two, we should be able to just sprint after the Ergo without any real care in the world. The only reason I'm not just firing is because I don't know how many wires we can control. So it looks like the Riga is turning to come right back down us. And he is pinging, but he has no way of detecting us specifically. So we can still see our torpedo making its run. It's going to take a little while for it to get the 14,000 yards out there.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Oh, I thought for a moment he was about to tell us we were getting fired on. That would have been bad. Is it worth risking this shot? Because I kind of want to. Just in case.
2-5. Aye, sir.
Okay, it looks like we can control 2 torpedoes. So that's what we're going to do. This second torpedo is going to try and go past him and get amongst the crowd. The first one's going to slam the Riga. Yep, we're still tracking him. So we will increase the speed of time. I don't think we're going to get shot at. We are listening, we're paying attention. So not anticipating any major issues. Small course change. I like that they're numbered now. That makes things easier. The Riga is basically curling back on itself. And no way you can hear us now. We'll guide this torpedo right on into him. He's picking up speed. I think he's moving to rejoin the convoy. So he probably stopped, took a check of baffles.
Regained contact on Master 2. Bearing
He had the Urga.
348.
How clear is that Urga? I bet you're not actually there. I bet you're here. That's my assumption. This torpedo still will run for another 30 minutes. And we'll tell you to go silent first. So Riga's... Oh, we got the Urga, I think. Tell me how good that solution is on the Urga. Not transcendently good. But it might be enough. Because remember, our primary target here is that Urga. We find him, we kill him, we win. It doesn't matter if we kill the escorts or not, although it would be nice to pick up the escorts too. But the primary target is that Urga. So, 3,000 yards-ish, what we're currently estimating. And we do have this torpedo still on the wire, so we will be able to activate it and adjust its targeting as we please. Torpedo 5 still has a ways to go on its run, so we're not concerned about it at all. Got a 40% solution on the Urga. I would like better. I would like to actually see this guy. It's times like these when I kind of wish that we had turned on the view targets if at low solution, but it is kind of a cheat. So we're just tracking him as he steams along at full speed. Hopefully we'll get a decent solution on this Urga and we'll be able to guide the torpedo into him. It's set to silent, or passive sonar, so it won't alert them by pinging, but you know, as you can see by this big bubbly trail, it's not exactly the quietest thing ever. So we'll be waiting on that. 58% solution. I think we will get a good solution before the torpedo gets to him. He's doing 6 knots according to our information. We got good course data. Extend it a bit more. Hold off a little bit longer. 65% solution. Estimated range is 11.2 thousand yards. Doing 6 knots, bearing 347, course 316. Come on. Give me a killing solution on this. We might be able to turn this thing active and it might pick it up. I'm really tempted to do that. I would prefer a better solution before I do that. I want the 95% solution, honestly, so I can basically track it all the way in. But you can't always get what you want. 77% solution. Go active. It's got nothing. Go loud. It's not picking up anything. There's the Urga. Let's turn it. 89% solution. We're at 95% solution. So we have the Urga dead to rights. There it is. We're going to hold it on passive for now. We're letting it go into its terminal run so it picks up speed to full speed.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 348, designated Sierra 4.
Sierra 4? What? Continue to home in on the Urga. Torpedo 5, we're going to have a new contact for you. Let's check Sierra 4, see if we can't get a good lineup on him.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Good job. Took him long enough. So he's on target and seeking. And we're going to try and ID this contact. We should have enough information to do so. Oh, was that it? That's it.
Con sonar regained contact.
We got an echo.
Master 1, bearing 355.
We have an echo-guided missile submarine out there. That is fascinating. Is this our torpedo? Or is it the... this torpedo? So it's in a terminal solution. It's heading right in for the Riga now. Or not the Riga, but the... right in for that tender. So it looks like we've interrupted fueling operations. That's pretty good. I want the Canaan because it's a destroyer. It's a better pick for us to steal or kill. We already have a second torpedo out there. We may have to divert it to finish off the Urga because one torpedo may not do it. It's in terminal attack mode. Mostly silent.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 2.
Got the Urga.
346. Contact breaking up.
So that'll be the primary mission accomplished. Let's reload this tube with another one of our... is there Tigerfish torpedoes? Select tube 5. And kill me a Riga. Now we're going to set it to silent, or passive mode, because we don't want to send too much information that we're going after him. And take a look at the Riga. 0 knots. You stopped? Really? He stopped dead.
On torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
Why? Do I have good data on the Cashin yet? Or the Canaan? Canaan DDG, we have 41% solution on. I guess we'll just go in and smack the Riga. How's the Echo? We've got a 73% solution on him. We should have him soon. Conditions, do we know what depth he's at? He's below the layer. So yeah, torpedo 5. Heading on target. Or maybe that's a really long way to... no. Oh, because I'm looking at the Echo. Duh. So the Riga is 13.3 thousand yards. The torpedo is currently 11.5 thousand yards. Getting to a point where we'll be able to really cause some pain on it. Well, if it doesn't move. Oh no, it's picked up speed. It's doing 13 knots now. 13 knots and rising. Let's go and...
Con, fire control.
There it goes. It's active and it's picking up speed to full power. It is in its baffles, so he can't hear it where it is. The Echo is facing towards it, but I don't think the Echo is going to be able to pick it up. We have a 95% solution on this Echo. And it looks like he's coming to the surface. Wow, he almost got hit by that. It kind of looks like he almost got hit by the Urga going down. So yeah, he's doing that little up-down thing that they love to do. Our torpedoes skimming just under the surface. The Riga won't even know what hit him. The torpedo is flying out of the water. Do that again. That was kind of funny. Yep, there it is. It bounces out of the water a bit.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 1.
So we lost
last
the
bearing 3,
cannon.
5, 8. Contact faded.
Lost the cannon, but I'm not super worried about the cannon. In fact, I will probably deploy a torpedo against the Echo. Any second now, this ought to kill him. Well, not any second. It's going to take a couple of minutes. So let's get to work on picking out this Echo. Oh, we suddenly went to an 85% solution. And we are kind of shallow to try and do this sort of attack. Increase the speed of time. We pick up the Echo again. He's about...
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
Okay, so he's detected the torpedo, and our torpedo is moving to
fire
avoid.
Control, weapon acquired.
But our torpedo shall not be fooled. Now, we've got a 37% solution on that Echo. We actually know that it's somewhere up here. It did not suddenly jump like 5,000 yards. So he's trying to avoid the torpedo, but he will
Con,
fail.
fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
He's trying to avoid a knuckle. So it's going to do another one of those big open
Con,
rounds.
fire control, weapon acquired.
But he is not nearly being crafty enough to avoid our torpedo. He's trying, though. I gotta give him props for that. Now, we've lost him on our view, so we gotta just trust the torpedo's guidance at this point. 57% solution. Wow, how'd you dump to that far? But the torpedo is undeterred. It has a target, it's gonna go for it. The rig has dropped down to a 34% solution. Did you cut your engines or something? As long as you keep pinging, though, this torpedo's gonna find you.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
Looks like it almost got to him, but the torpedo went into countermeasure homing. Circle him back in.
Con, fire
It's got him.
control, weapon acquired.
A little bit of a duck. And then back up. Wish I could see this target. I think
Con sonar
there.
lost contact.
Got him.
Master 3. Last bearing 3, 2.
He almost got away from it, too.
Contact breaking up.
He almost did. Then he lost it. So we've got a single Echo left. And also the cannon out there somewhere. The Echo is hanging around 500 feet, so we could try and hunt down this cannon.
Upscope.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 4. Last bearing 3, 4, 2. Contact faded.
So this cannon should be somewhere around here. Or not. Oh, did we get him back?
Con sonar lost contact. Master 1. Last bearing 3, 5, 4.
3, 5,
Contact
4.
faded.
What was the range on that contact? Close.
Downscope. Shoot 2-2. Aye, sir.
So we're taking a snapshot on that cannon. And with any luck, we'll nail it. So this is about an 8,000 yard shot. Firing at something we cannot see. Which is always a bit hairy. How many weapons do we have left? I'm getting a little concerned. Yeah, we're down to 6 tiger fishes. So we're going to have to go home soon. Now we should, if we want to try and make this campaign at least a little bit realistic, is only load up on the Mark 20S. It's a homing, passive acoustic torpedo homing, but it has no wire. The Tigerfish is a much more advanced modern torpedo. We're definitely not going to carry any of these Mark 8s. They're
Con,
useless.
torpedo room, tube 5 ready.
Alrighty, so we got our Tube 5 is back ready to go. Tube 2 will soar out to target and try and kill it. And I'm tempted to dive. Yeah, we're going to We're going to go down to 500 feet. So depth control. Takes us down to 500.
Make depth 500 feet. Dive I.
You're going to go out to there and go active. That way if I lose you, you'll still have, you know, half a chance. But we're going to dip back under the layer, see if we can't pick up this echo. We're going to try and go for a whole kill for everybody. Rather than, you know, skulking around down here. And just going after the primary target. We'll see if we can't take out everybody. May as well try, after all. There's no penalty for trying unless you sink. So, dropping under the layer. We're going to keep making turns for 5 knots. It gives us the best sensors, which is what we need right now, because that echo is being surprisingly quiet. It is at a pretty long range, but, you know, it's also being pretty quiet. Also, if we could pick up the cannon again, that'd be great. It was really difficult for us to detect. I'm not sure why. It's at about 8,000 yards. So you'd imagine, maybe if we went active, I don't know. It's tempting to try and go active to force the target. Force the target to be detected, but then it's a big screaming announcement to the world where you are, which is not as good. We do have to keep an eye about where this cannon's pinging, so we'll be looking for the little... So it is pretty much right down the track.
Con sonar regained contact.
Got him
on
back.
Master 1,
Nice.
bearing 348.
So the cannon is blind to us. That's good. Yeah, if we went active, there's no way we would detect him. We're at a -11 right now. We're only picking him up on the very low frequency towed array. The towed array is the only thing detecting him. So he's at 7.7 thousand yards. Our torpedo is at 2.8. It's going to take a little while to get to him, but it'll do it. I don't think he's sprinting away too quickly. Our torpedo's zipping along. Hopefully not popping out of the water this time. And we are at 500 feet. So we'll also be listening for that echo.
Dive at 500 feet. Dive I.
%38 solution and climbing. We have good tracks on him. You know, plus 18, so hopefully that'll work to pick him up better. There's us way back there. And that's the Urga. That's the Riga. There should be the Echo somewhere around the Urga wreck. Yeah, we saw him somewhere around here. So we'll let things run on a bit. He's doing 15 knots. What's the range at this point? About 5 to his 8. So about 3,000 yards. I'm going to go active on this torpedo because it'll pick up speed. Because the torpedo, when it's not active, just cruises along at a set speed, and then when it goes active, it picks up to its maximum speed. So I'm a little bit worried that the torpedo wasn't actually detecting him, or wasn't actually going to be catching up to him. So we'll keep him in the detection cone, we'll guide it in as needed. You should be picking him up by now. He's not that far away. Maybe it's getting confused a bit by that. We'll keep it in passive homing. He's doing 15 knots, so he's mostly oblivious, I would assume. As long as we keep the detection cone on him, he's not getting away. He's oh, okay, so he's 1.3 thousand yards? We should be picking up shortly. 8.5. Any minute now. 9.7. Okay, let's go active. Really? You still don't have him? What is the surface? 94 decibels. Range 10,000 yards. We're only 0.5 thousand yards behind him.
Con sonar regained contact on
We got the echo.
Sierra 4, bearing 329.
But we are still not detecting the cannon. Up, that echo get closer to us? It did. Echo is 16% solution. We're going to keep skulking. I'm going to track this first. 71% firing solution. Listen, maybe? Why aren't you detecting? This should be easy. $10.7. $74% solution. We'll be able to see him shortly. He's doing 36 knots. Holy crap. I think that outruns this torpedo. I'm not sure, but this I thought this torpedo is like 30-something knots.
Sierra 4 is cavitating.
The echo's cavitating? Why? So we're 0.3 away, and still no detection. This is one of the more interesting pursuits we've been on. Although, by interesting, I mean this is weird. Okay, we're closing the gap still. I mean, where are you? %81 solution. From this range, you should be detecting it without any problems whatsoever. He's right in front of you. And you have no contact with this? He's doing 38 knots now. We're 100 yards away. And we still can't detect this thing. Where are you? 84% solution. If we were to ping, would we... No, wouldn't pick up anything. I can't believe that we don't see it. Or at least the torpedo doesn't see it. What?
Con sonar Master 1 is classified as escort.
Oh! Because we are way off target right now. It's a Coatland. That is interesting. So we were way off of him. And he is running for the hills. And pinging like mad. Let's get involved in fighting this Echo too. 65% solution. Is that enough to give me a shot? Not really. I mean, I'll send one your way, but... Actually, before we do that, let's verify his depth. He's at 300 feet. So let's come up to... 300.
Make depth 300 feet, dive high.
And we will... make course.
Helm left 2, 319, helm I.
71% solution on this guy. So, now that we have a better idea for how far this target actually is, will it reach it? I do think so. I do think we'll catch up. It's just going to be a little while. And that Echo, 77% solution. We're going to kick it out now.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 4, last bearing 318. Contact faded.
So we lost the Echo, which is interesting. Right as we pulled up to his depth. So the Echo will run on current level, run straight, run quiet. Now we'll have the Echo, this one run active. And show me my torpedo.
Con, helm, steady course.
Oh, duh. Hitting the wrong buttons. It's like, why is it not taking me to... No, go to the surface. Your target is up there. Your target is over the sea. So we're going after this Kotlin. Range is 18.1 thousand yards. We have 3,000 yards to close. Ugh.
Con, dive at 3008, dive by.
Will we catch it? I think we can.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 4, bearing 314.
Cool. We will reclassify where we're telling this thing to go active. To there. And torpedo 2. Still chasing down that Kotlin. It is about 2,000 yards away. Just steady up its course just a tad. He's running. He's sprinting at full power. I don't think he's going to get away, though. And this is going to need an update. So Sierra 4 is cavitating, it seems? He's also going down. Is he going like super deep, or is he just going to keep bobbing up and down?
Con sonar lost contact. Master 1, last bearing 326. Contact faded.
And we need to pick somebody up soon. Everybody suddenly disappeared. And that makes me nervous. So Torpedo 5 is about to go active. We don't have anybody detected right now. And that is a concern. I guess we're just going to leave the combat. I mean, they did escape, but who cares? I mean, we did kill our target. Yep, we located it. We sunk it. No trouble. Soviet subs retreat. Yeah, we're making waves. Intelligence is a certain pattern move. More replenishment tenders. Really? Ugh. Sail from Romance to the Norwegian Sea. Continue on course. Let's head out a little bit more skulkily. Free West Germany. Of the West, Free West Germany. I gotcha. Exiled citizens celebrate as NATO Joint Chiefs of Staff announced the complete retaking of West Germany. Masses of Allied tanks and infantry are now quickly securing the borders, while civilian volunteers aid in getting much-needed supplies through. That's good. And we've been jumped.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Okay, we have it bearing 102, 102, and 152. So the only thing left is the 152 contact, who we shall identify as not you. Because we have too many lines on that one. No. No. Yes.
Con sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as submerged submarine.
Okay, so we have detected this whiskey. Conditions, he's pretty much on our level, and it looks like everybody is having a certain amount of fun way up here on the surface. So we have at least 3 submarines that we detected. So do we have a solution on the whiskey? Where's 102? Okay, so we need to come hard to port. Bring around to
Helm left
102
2,
or 104 is good enough.
4. Helm I.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
So we'll swing around, then we'll go ultra quiet. See if you can't pick this whiskey up with enough information. Right now, current estimates are 17,000 yards. This does seem to be a hunting group.
Con, torpedo room, 2.
Con sonar, lost contact.
Lost him.
Sierra 2, last bearing 145.
We're going right at him.
Faded.
Got him back. So Sierra 2 whiskey. Yeah, so we got this guy back. He does not have us. Current estimate is 22,000 yards. So pick up a little bit of speed. There we go. 8.9 thousand yards, so 30%. 4.5. Okay. So we think we got the whiskey's going to get in close.
Con, helm, steady course.
Give me a better solution. Like, I don't mind taking a shot at this range, but something a little bit nicer would be better. Let's take us to 200 feet.
Make depth 200 feet, dive I.
Just to give us a little bit more options. We also know that there's some submarines at 102, so somewhere out here. I would imagine they'd be close. That they'd be operating as a single group, but maybe not. So 4.4 thousand or 4.7 thousand yards, 44% solution. Going down. And we're going to pass pretty close to each other, I guess.
Con, dive at 200 feet, dive I.
Okay. I'm watching these passive numbers. Oh, he's suddenly at 10,000 yards. Make up your mind. Is he at 10 or is he at 4? We do desperately need to know. 9.2, 9,000 yards. We're losing the solution? Conditions, yeah, he went a little bit deeper. Let's go match him at 300.
0 feet, dive I.
I would like a good solution on him before I, shoot him. 7.6. We're looking. 76%. Oh, we almost got him. 81% solution. 84, 87. We have a solution. Alrighty. You're going to run passive, you're going to run level, you're going to go...
Shoot 25. Aye, sir.
There he is. Let's see if he figured out he's just been fired on. He probably would. Well, no, maybe not, because you got to get to a plus 10 before you're detected. So 10 plus this, because that's about how much a torpedo transient gives you, only brings him to a 7. So he didn't pick up that transient. Now granted, he's only a whiskey class submarine, so it's not like he's detecting much anyway. Still, it's nice to get the drop on your enemy. He's a diesel electric. Part of that you can tell by the shape of his hull. I mean, he's still got the ship design. So he's not rounded. He's got a very blade-cutting forward nose that's designed to cut through.
Regained contact on
Zero
Sierra 1, bearing 103.
As I was saying, I think he's a whiskey too. It's got a... no, he's a Romeo.
Con sonar Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
So the blade-like nose on the front designed to cut through the waves. He's still a ship that's designed to sink rather than an underwater spaceship.
Sierra 1 is cavitating.
He's cavitating, he's trying to get away. So he's detected the torpedo. Let's go to the torpedo. And we are currently 2,000 yards away from him. But we can activate it. We'll pick up a little bit of speed, we'll go for the surface along with him. Is he going all the way for the surface? That's a mistake, man. You don't travel that fast. So he's trying to pick up a lot of speed, but he's a diesel electric boat, which means his speed is strictly limited. He will not be all that quick. How's our track on the Romeo going? 46%, bearing 105, our course is 104, so we're going right at him. According to this, range is 4.2 thousand yards, but...
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Okay, weapons got him. So he's doing 11 knots. Yeah, the Romeo's sailing away from us. And what's the depth of the Romeo? Oh, pretty much on our level. A little bit shallow. But that's fine.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
So we'll shoot 2-1 at the Romeo, because the Romeo is heading directly away from us. He will not have picked up that transient. He won't have a clue he's been fired on. And back to our torpedo, which is homing. It's acquired and it's rolling on in.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 107.
So we lost the Romeo. That's kind of sad. We'll pick him up again, I'm sure. But yeah, if he picks up this torpedo, he'll start cavitating again and letting us know exactly where he is. We may go active. I'm estimating there's a third submarine just because of the initial start messages. It said there was one at 102, another one at 102, and one at 154. The Whiskey was the one at 154.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 187.
Yeah, that's not going to help you. So even when we were still sailing, like the Sturgeons and the Permits and the Skipjacks, the diesel electric boats are just, they're not useful. They're too slow. They can't stay submerged for long periods of time. So even our really crappy Mark 37 torpedoes just weren't good enough to, even our crappy Mark 37 torpedoes were good enough to handle diesel electric boats. And that's actually kind of the problem. They were good enough for the diesel electric boats, but when the Soviet Union started fielding, you know, nuclear powered boats, which were much faster, suddenly our weapon wasn't useful anymore. And that's the problem with the 1968 campaign. We don't really have a whole lot of options. Although maybe the Mark 20S. I'll have to look up the dates on that. So yeah, he's not getting away. He can't change his depth fast enough. He can't turn fast enough. He can't go fast enough. He's helpless. Sending the other torpedo active just to let it sort of run track down it. Yeah, the torpedo's guiding in on passive.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 1.
And the torpedo is paying attention to that noisemaker. No, go right into him. Go right into him.
Con sonar
There we go.
lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 187. Contact breaking up.
So he's dead. Other torpedo.
Con sonar, switching to active search.
I want this Romeo, please.
Con sonar regained
There we
contact
go.
on Sierra 1, bearing 108.
So we're just going to guide this torpedo in on him. One or two more pings ought to give us solid data on him. He's turned.
Con sonar, switching to passive search.
What's his depth? His depth is a
Con
little bit
sonar,
deeper than
lost
us.
Contact. Sierra 1. Last bearing 1 1 0.
So we'll
Contact
select him.
faded.
Come over and down a bit. He's launched a torpedo at us.
Con sonar, switching to active search.
Yeah, he's fired a torpedo back at us.
Con sonar, regained contact on.
Okay, we have contact
Sierra
at 6,000
1,
yards.
Bearing 1 1 1.
Con,
8.9.
fire control, weapon acquired.
Con sonar, switching to passive search.
Okay, passive search. Torpedo's going to run in on its own. And we're going to go down.
Make depth 1000 feet, dive by.
We'll go 950.
Make depth 950 feet, dive by.
So we'll go deep. We'll go to port. 2 torpedoes passing within inches of each other. Once again, I wonder if I could have steered that torpedo into him. So where's his torpedo? 115 is where we need to be looking. Oh, there he is. Okay. I gotcha. And it's stalking right in on him. He's not going to get away from this one. Meanwhile, we are...
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 1 1 7.
Okay. Let's ignore the noisemaker. Let's just keep on homing in on a target.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
We're going to burn right through the noisemaker. Like it's not even there.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Yeah,
Con,
but weapon
fire
wants to
control,
avoid the
weapon
the
countermeasure
countermeasure.
opponent.
I just
Con
wanted to go right through it.
noisemaker bearing 1 1 9.
Make turns for 1 7 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 1.
All right.
Helm, steady course.
Torpedo's on its own now.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 1 7 knots.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Rig shift for ultra quiet.
We're almost at our depth.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 1
Yeah, he's
2
got it.
4.
There we go. He's done. Meanwhile, we are skulking underneath this torpedo here. With any luck, it won't detect us.
Con, dive at
Con sonar, torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water.
Oh,
Bearing
picked us
1
up.
4 0.
Make maximum turns. Okay. Stand by. We're gonna wait for it to get down here with us. We'll dump a noisemaker and then we'll go for the roof. It's a wide search gun. For the roof. We gotta build in enough difference as to where we were. It's gone back into homing.
passing 800 feet.
Uh-oh, it's still on us.
700 feet. Passing 600 feet. Passing 500 feet.
Going
Passing
straight up.
Sonar, we are cavitating.
That's okay.
Passing 300 feet. Passing 200 feet.
Keep going.
Passing 100 feet.
Macon sonar, no longer cavitating.
Yep, we got away from it. Whew. That was an interesting evasion. So we'll chug around up here for a little while. Oh, crap, it still has us.
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for.
Full speed, please.
Make turns for.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
It's time to run deep and silent.
Passing 100 feet. Passing 200 feet.
Noisemaker, and it's going off.
Passing 300 feet. Passing 400 feet.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
So now for the hard part. Because now we're going down instead of up.
Passing 600 feet.
And that could be a problem.
Passing 700 feet. Passing 800 feet. Passing 900 feet. Passing 1,000 feet. Passing 1,000 feet.
Okay. Now we're going to sprint at maximum power. See if we can't get away better this time. While we're at it, we'll reload. Torpedo's starting to look in our direction. Let's see if we can keep away from it. See if we built up enough displacement.
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for. 2-8 knots.
Looks like we did. I think. Yeah, I think we got away.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Don't scare me like that. Oh. Torpedoes in some kind of zigzag pattern now? We're just going to keep driving straight north at maximum power for a little while. Because it's safer that way. Got to get away from this weapon.
Con, torpedo room, tube 5 ready.
And it's facing us again. Keep turning, keep turning. It's turning. Whew. Alrighty. So we did have to duck below 1,000 feet just for a little bit. I think our test depth is 1,300. So we can go a little bit deeper than that, but yeah, we don't want to be down there for very long. Yeah, we got to avoid the weapons nearby. As we steam at full power away. So we've lost the track. It zigzags back and forth up there. Still too close to it. And that's a leave combat. Sunk the Romeo, sunk the whiskey. Well done. Not our mission objective, but we are going to end that episode right there. Whew, Sub Sunday. Makes me feel a little bit exhausted. Because it's tense. It's not super, like, flashy, but it's tense. Because you're sitting there and like, oh god, here comes the torpedo. Is it going to redetect us? Is the enemy submarine going to suddenly get a whiff of us and fire torpedoes at us? So it's a nerve-wracking game to play if you sort of, like, let yourself get sucked into it. And I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty easily sucked into games like this. So... So me, this was hard. But we're going to continue with the anachronistic campaign in the Dreadnought. We're going to have to go home soon. And I'm thinking maybe if we just load up with Mark 20S torpedoes, that would be fair. Or maybe we should just keep flying with Tigerfishes. I mean, it does give us a nice advantage. It helps solve some of the problems that we normally have dealing with enemy submarines, and especially the nuclear-powered submarines, because it's a powerful torpedo, but it's an 80s torpedo. So, let me know what you think. Anyway, I've been Tirek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon. Leave a comment. Should we, when we go back to port, because we are going back to port soon, should we only load up on Mark 20S torpedoes, or should we also bring in Tigerfishes? Let me know what you think. Anyway, I will see you all in the next episode.